Here on this remote beach in Costa Rica, something strange happens right after the full moon. It's an invasion of giant reptiles.
They're olive ridley sea turtles, and they come from all over the Pacific Ocean to lay their eggs, meet single sea turtles, run into old friends, and generally whoop it up for 3 crazy days in the tropical sun. These swinging single sea turtle mixers are called Arribadas by the locals. Although olive ridley arribadas happen all over the world, 2 of the best places to see them are in the Central American country of Costa Rica. The turtles come ashore at Ostional and a little farther north at Nancite. I chose Ostional because I had heard about a unique conservation program there. But getting to Ostional wasn't so easy. This road looked like a highway on the map. 9 hours of driving, and I never got out of first gear. But finally, I arrived in Ostional. A bustling metropolis of 200, where the people are friendly, every day is a Saturday, and the chickens run free. Today, the beach was empty. There wasn't a turtle in sight. A close look at the sand confirmed that I had come to the right place. Eggshells littered the beach like squashed ping-pong balls. Sometime after the full moon, the turtles will come. I just had to wait. I wasn't the only one waiting for the turtles. This is the welcoming committee. When a baby sea turtle emerges from its nest, it has to run this gauntlet of vultures. It's the most terrifying 10 minutes of a sea turtle's long life. Of the millions of eggs laid on this beach, only a lucky few will ever grow into adult turtles. Olive ridley sea turtles tagged at Ostional have been found as far north as Baja and as far south as Peru. A female will wander the Pacific Ocean and return to Ostional or Nancite about every 3 years to lay her eggs. With each moon cycle, or about every 28 days, up to 30,000 females will show up for a single arribada. It's a turtle moon tonight, and the toucans, parrots, and howler monkeys are taking bets on when the turtles will show. The next morning, I awake to find an ocean teeming with turtle heads. The invasion force has arrived. The first of the females lumbers ashore, determined to get a good spot on the beach. It's going to be a fun day. Pretty soon, the rest of the girls follow. The arribada is on. Why does an ocean animal lay eggs on dry land? Despite the vultures and other predators on land, the ocean is an even tougher place to raise a family. This turtle probably lost an argument with a large shark, but she's not going to let a missing flipper keep her from attending the party. The villagers seem to take all this turtle commotion in stride. Sometimes the sea turtles wander past the beach and into the village itself, where they can be a common obstacle on the local soccer field. For a turtle, picking the right spot to lay eggs is critical. The eggs must be buried above the high tide line, or seawater will contaminate them. This turtle is sniffing the sand to determine the range of the tide. But if the nest is too far from the water, the hatchlings will never survive the perilous crawl back to the ocean, where they are easy prey for vultures and other predators. Once a spot is selected, the turtle digs a nest by scooping the sand out with their hind flippers. Then, like a prehistoric vending machine dispensing golf balls, the expectant mother fills the nest with about 100 soft, flexible eggs. Once all the eggs are laid, she carefully fills the hole, and then tamps the sand down so the ground over the nest is firm, making it more difficult for predators to locate. When the arribada is at its peak, you can feel the beach shaking as thousands of nesting turtles pound the sand in unison. 45 days in the oven, and presto, a perfect miniature of Mom, about the size of a cookie. Of the 8 species of sea turtles, only the olive ridley and its rare Atlantic cousin the Kemp's ridley stage these daytime mass nestings. Other sea turtles lay their eggs in the safety of darkness, alone or in small groups. Scientists still haven't quite figured out why olive ridleys lay so many eggs on such a small stretch of beach in broad daylight. Some scientists think the purpose of an arribada is to overwhelm predators with numbers. These vultures are more than happy to be overwhelmed. But with human settlement, many other animals that would have eaten the surplus eggs have now disappeared. and scientists have found that the beach has become overcrowded.
The density of nesters at the beach is too high, and in just the first hours of the first session of the Arribada, the beach is going to be full of eggs. There is no any place on the beach when you can dig a hole and you will find a nest. And this is what the other turtles found. They just opened the nest and they didn't know what's happened there before, and they take off the eggs from the first turtles. And it happens day by day, but also not only during the same Arribada, because the baby turtles will hatch 45 days later, and we are going to have another Arribada 28 days later. Okay, another Arribada will also take off a lot of eggs that are in a really good stage of development and could be survivals, but because the second Arribada, they are going to die also.
The sight of all these sea turtles on one beach might make you forget that they're still highly endangered. Though the olive ridley is the least endangered, its cousin, the Kemp's ridley, is nearly extinct, and others, like the leatherbacks and hawksbills, are disappearing fast. A major threat to the sea turtle population has been the human consumption of raw turtle eggs, which are considered an aphrodisiac in this part of the world. Costa Rica outlawed the taking of turtle eggs 30 years ago, and most other countries followed suit, but the ban is impossible to enforce. Eggs command a high price on the black market, and it's easy money. Poachers are not only taking olive ridley eggs, but leatherback and hawksbill eggs too. But the poachers might have met their match. The sea turtles have found a mighty weapon, and lo and behold, it's a member of their own ranks. The glorious olive ridley, with her unique ability to lay too many eggs for her own good, is coming to the rescue. Scientists at the Douglas Robinson Marine Turtle Research Center here in Ostional are trying a bold experiment. Not marine biology per se, but economics.
It's the only project in the world where eggs are allowed to be collected, and the idea behind it came from many years ago, a study by various people, including the originator of this project, Douglas Robinson, who tried to get rid of the poachers, but at the same time not affect the local economy. So what we have now is a legal controlled harvest of eggs that in fact doesn't damage, or we try to continue to prove that it doesn't damage the turtle population. And so this is only legal here in Ostional. Only the local people may collect eggs, and they collect about 1 million eggs every time there's an Arribada, which is more or less every month.
Just before the turtles are expected to show, a contingent of Costa Rican police arrived to supervise the harvest. Scientists Anna Chaves and Leslie Dutoit from the Research Center keep close tabs on the sea turtle population and coordinate the egg harvest with village leaders and the Costa Rican government. Once word is passed down that harvesting can begin, villagers take to the beach and start collecting eggs. The turtle eggs will be sold at a legal market in the capital, San Jose. The goal of the harvesting project here in Ostional is to supply enough cheap, legal eggs to bars and restaurants in this region to satisfy demand. Hopefully, with economics instead of guns, the black market for this delicacy will be wiped out. At the only watering hole in town, a raw turtle egg will cost you about as much as a bottle of beer. But when we dropped in, beer was the preferred beverage. The cocktail consists of a dense, nasty-tasting raw turtle egg topped with spiced tomato juice. Tourists, don't try this.
The egg harvesting project here in Ostional is one answer to one problem in one small part of the world. Unfortunately, sea turtles face a variety of threats on every corner of the planet, and each will require a unique solution. As for the olive ridleys, they're doing everything they can to help. This Arribada was a success. There were plenty of eggs collected, but plenty were left behind to hatch. With luck, we'll see this one again in Ostional, many turtle moons from now.